Rittenhouse case. But Rittenhouse's attorneys asked the judge to declare a mistrial.
WGN's Mike Lowe is live at the Kenosha County Courthouse tonight with the latest. Mike.
Micah and Ray, good evening to both of you. As the jury was deliberating, the defense asked the judge to declare a mistrial, saying prosecutors gave them an inferior copy of crucial video. The judge did not make a ruling on that motion today, but he did send the jury home for the night after another full day of deliberations. From Washington to Wisconsin, the nation is focused on the trial of Kyle Rittenhouse, where jurors will be weighing self-defense, asking if the Kenosha protest shooter was provoking or defending. His fate is now up to the jury.
Would you come down, please?
We'll be right there.
Thank you.
But by 5 o'clock this evening, day 2 of jury deliberations in the murder trial ended with no verdict when Judge Bruce Schrader sent them home.
Good afternoon, folks. We're going to break for the day. And
during the day-long deliberations, the 12-member jury, made up of 7 women and 5 men, asked the judge if they could review a key piece of drone video evidence that captured Rittenhouse lifting and pointing his AR-15 style semi-automatic rifle at demonstrators before the fatal shootings.
They get to watch it once? Is that what the rule is?
In court, prosecutors used the video to portray Rittenhouse as the aggressor, attempting to undermine the 18-year-old's self-defense claim.
That I believe the jury should be able to watch them as they see fit.
I don't have a problem to sit here and just keep playing it. I don't think that's the right way either. Then it's giving more emphasis to one piece of evidence.
Rittenhouse's defense team requested a mistrial, saying the copy of the video they received from prosecutors was compressed and blurry, not as high quality and clear as the video actually shown in court.
I really think before I rule on a motion, I should let the state respond.
The judge did not rule on that motion today, and the jury continued to deliberate in the politically polarizing case. Rittenhouse, 18 years old now, was 17 in August of 2020 when he traveled the 21 miles from his home at Antioch, Illinois to Kenosha, Wisconsin. On the third night of fiery protests over the police shooting of Jacob Blake. He was armed with his rifle and eventually used it to kill 2 men and wound another. The jurors are now considering 5 separate felony counts against Rittenhouse. First-degree intentional homicide for the fatal shooting of 26-year-old Anthony Huber. First-degree reckless homicide for the killing of 36-year-old Joseph Rosenbaum. Attempted first-degree intentional homicide for the shooting of 26-year-old Gage Grosskreutz. Rittenhouse is also charged with 2 counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety by firing shots in the crowd that did not end up hitting anyone. The case has drawn daily protests, and the governor of Wisconsin is asking for any demonstrations to be peaceful, saying, quote, "Kenoshans are strong, resilient, and have worked hard to heal and rebuild over the past year. Any efforts to sow division and hinder that healing are unwelcome in Kenosha and Wisconsin. Regardless of the outcome in this case, I urge peace in Kenosha and across our state." And tonight, as far as the motion for the mistrial goes, prosecutors told the judge that the jury did in fact see the highest quality video during the trial. They say it was not prosecutors' fault that in the sending of this video over to the defense that the quality was diminished. The judge could rule on that motion for a mistrial as early as tomorrow. But until then, we expect the jury to come back for a third day of deliberations tomorrow morning. Reporting outside of the Kenosha County Courthouse in Kenosha, Wisconsin, Mike Lowe, WGN.